Artemis, and I'm a spiritual bridge. Please bear with me while I am practicing various camera angles to figure out exactly where I want to be set up. Today, I don't have anything particular like a question or anything like that, but maybe we'll tap into what you need. That's it. Just what you need, you know. There will be 4 piles today, as per usual. Feel free to look in the description bar for the timestamps. Otherwise, we're actually going to jump right into pile 3. All right, what does pile 3 need? Protection. Sounds like you need some condoms. Sounds like you need to stop letting energy vampires leech all over your light. Okay. See, I split the deck and it said pregnancy. And move on. Didn't I just mention condoms? Y'all better stop playing. If you do not want kids, strap up this month. No joke. No fucking joke. Matter of fact, strap up for the next 15 weeks. You heard that? You are not trying to be rushed to the emergency room, the hospital. All right? Play with yourself if you want to. What does pile 3 need? What do we have here? Oh, commitment. You see? Things are getting serious. When I said don't let energy vampires leech off you, have a commitment. You know, don't have these people that just hit you up whenever they need some uplifting light, right? If they're not committed to you, to maintaining a friendship, don't let them in your realm. If they're not committed to having a relationship with you and, you know, seeing things out long term, don't fuck with them. Literally, don't fuck them, okay? Like, you're looking for a commitment. You want to get serious. You want to some degree, I feel like you do need to protect yourself, because with the commitment, at least you have someone's word, you have someone's loyalty, you guys are on a mutual understanding that there is some type of trust established. But if you're just chilling with a one-night stand and you want more and they want less, like, where's the sense of protection, right? You're gonna get your heart hurt. Things are gonna happen. But also with commitment, it's making me think of consistency. Like, it could be with, like, I don't know, social media or something. Like, follow up every day, show up for yourself. But for a good portion of y'all, you heard what I said. You heard what I said about the pregnancy. Don't play. What does pile 3 need? Also, if you can, comment down below and let me know what you think about this angle. All right. I need all the advice, tips, and tricks I can get. Oh, yeah. What does pile 3 need? What does pile 3 need? All these cards trying to fall out. Do I want them all? I do want them all, but I'm annoyed because I only wanted 1 and you got 4. Okay. So we have take charge with authority. If you want it, say it and go get it. Don't be lackadaisical. Don't go with the flow. We'll see how they pursue me and maybe I can just chill and it's okay if I date. Not every time has to be a commitment. Boo-boo. I have a card that says date night. That's not the card that came out. Commitment came out. I also just seen 444 on the recording time. Okay, so if you know what you want, get after that. Take charge of it with authority. All right. We also have feel loved and comforted. Okay, how do you feel loved? By feeling protected. How do you feel protected? By recognizing you both are in this committed relationship together. You guys both have the same end goal. You guys are both focused on the same mission, right? And baby, Mother Earth, pregnancy. I'm telling you, if this is not the life you would like to live, strap up. We also have stand your ground, which is very much the energy of this is what I want. No. I've been going with the flow. I've been doing what you want to do. I've been, you know, unserious. I've been easy breezy. Now I'm taking charge. Now this is about my level of comfort. Now I'm standing my ground and saying what I want and asking for what I need and taking what is mine. Now's the time to get serious. Whether it's about the friendship, whether it's about whether it's about relationship, whether it's about friendships, whether it's about the commitment to your job, to social media, to your creativity, whatever it is, you're standing your ground, you're taking charge, and you're moving in a way where you feel loved. If you're in a connection, platonic, romantic, familial, whatever, and you don't feel loved and you don't feel comfortable, they gotta go. ASAP. They gotta go. And then we have Water Guardian, all right? Connect with your emotions. Because it's just not about what other people want from you. It's not about how you can best serve other people, right? It's time to connect with your own emotions. How do you feel about this? If you want something, if you want more of a commitment, if you want something more serious, it's time to put your emotions first and not what's best for other people. I do want to keep this short, but I feel like there's something else you need. So just a few more cards, okay? What does pile 3 need? What does pile 3 need? Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit, all right? Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop sleeping on your wants. Stop sleeping on your desires is really what I'm getting. Also, though, stop sleeping so damn much is making me think you active in those sheets, which just further confirms the need to strap up. All right. One more card and I'm going to let you go because my goal was really like a quick little tidbit. Pile 3. What does pile 3 need? We have Wheel, which is making me think of the Wheel of Time, which is technically getting canceled, all right? It's like a fantastical, magical show, but then has queer representation and people of color representation and just... the show is so good. If you needed the show recommendation, get on it. Wheel of Time. This says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. That's you. You is letting the wheel spin. You know, the wheel of fortune. You're like, if the universe wants me to do it, they'll pull me in that direction. No. You need to stop being indecisive. You need to choose what you want. Not, we'll get there when we get there. I'm just trying to see how it goes. But no. Take charge, stand your ground, say what you want, and get it done. That's what you need to do, pile 3. Good luck. Bye. Hey, pile 2. So we're tapping into what you need without further ado and no hesitation. All right, what does pile 2 need? Consciousness. What does this make me think? It's making me think of like Jiminy Cricket and Pinocchio. It's making me think that you're low-key fake as fuck. I'm not judging, but Pinocchio was dying to be a real boy, you know? So I feel like there's a lack of vulnerability, authenticity. Like you're on bot mode. Like you're just acting to act, moving to move out of habit, out of familiarity, but you're not like aware and actively taking action. You need to wake up. Let me see. Ooh. If you were drawn to pile 3, feel free to check it out. Because I, just off this one card, feeling a sense of, it wasn't this card in that group, but there's this sense of similarity. Then I just seen the number 11 on the recording time. 11 is a power number, so a life path number. I don't know, maybe that got something to do with you. Or it could even be 1111. But right now you're not seeing, because 1111 is Make-A-Wish, right? And 1111 is a reflection of itself. But right now it's kind of like you don't see a reflection of you out in the world. That's why you only see the solitary 11. And it's because you're not connecting with your consciousness. So you can't see your reflection out there because you don't demonstrate your authentic self out there. You get me? How are people supposed to mirror back your energy? How are you supposed to find your people, your tribe, your group, if you yourself are not taking up space? Like, I see a scene where someone like went to, say someone went to like a queer meeting or like, you know, they have like the gay straight alliance, or, you know, something like that, like a group at school, and you show up, but you don't say anything, you don't participate, you're just kind of like a fly on the wall. And it's like, great, you showed up and maybe that did something for you internally, but how are you supposed to find your people? How are you supposed to talk about the similarities and the differences and the struggles and, you know, whatever, if you don't participate? Like, you can only absorb so much. I don't know, but let's keep going. I don't want to talk your head off. What does pile 2 need? What does pile 2 need right now? We have let go. It says, make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Yeah, let go of bot mode. Have you ever seen The Vampire Diaries? I feel like you turned your humanity off. Like, there's like a numbness. There's no sense of connection. There's no sense of excitement. There's it feels like monotone, but for life. Like, don't get me wrong, I love room temperature water, but it feels very flat. Like, not hot, not cold, not like you're not choosing a side, you're not choosing a direction, you're just a blob. And it's kind of like, if I don't say anything, I don't have to, you know, ruffle any feathers or shake up the water, or if I don't make my mark, it's like a buoy in the water, and the only reason you move is because other people are moving you. Other people are moving the water, so you move. But it's kind of like you have to swim. You have to kick your feet. You can't just be pulled along. You need to take a stand, and the way you do that is you let go of your familiar. You let go of your usual, your typical. You let go of your routine. Let's keep on. What does pile 2 need? What does pile 2 need? Do I want both of them? No, I want one of them. Do I want this one? Or this one? No, I want this one. This says, spring, see your seeds grow. This also is lavender. Maybe you wanted to try a new something or another. I do use Dove aluminum free lavender deodorant. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but oh no, that's what it reminded me of. All right, so I was saying, get out of your comfort, get out of your familiarity, get out of your routines, right? So a lot of us make purchases based on what our parents bought. You probably buy the same toothpaste your parents bought, the same brand of laundry detergent your parents bought. You know what I mean? And I did that at first too, until I had like a conscious moment where I'm like, if my parents wanted to spend $2 on deodorant at the dollar store, that doesn't mean I have to have that same type affinity. Is that the right word? Affinity towards that. Like, if they didn't think deodorant was a value, right? And didn't deserve to have to spend $10 on it. Or, you know, like, fuck the deodorant, okay? That has nothing to do, like, that's not the main purpose of the story. That's just an example. My mom uses a $3 deodorant. I use a $10 deodorant. If you ask my mom, she's probably like, you're wasting $10 just for some deodorant. But for me, I like the way it makes my arm feels. I like the way it makes me smell. I think it actually works. So it's like, why are you still trying to make the things that don't work fit your life just because you're on autopilot? Like, you know what I mean? Change, transform, let go, make room for new. See your seeds grow, in the sense where it's like spring into action, right? So it's like make little moves towards your end goal. Like, swap out one ingredient, or, you know, a deodorant's not an ingredient, but it's like, swap out one thing so that you can be more conscious moving forward. I'm over conscious, you know? I'm like hyper conscious or hyper aware, or whatever you want to say. I'll use the bathroom and like get out the shower and use my towel, and whatever part of the towel is less wet is the part I hang up on the hook, because why would you want all that wet bunched up in one little area? Talking about deodorant, I will count how many swipes I put deodorant on. I don't have a specific number, but I'll make sure that my right arm does have more swipes than my left because I'm right-handed and this arm just automatically moves more. So it would sweat more because I'm conscious of things like that. I'm not telling you you have to be that diligent and that hyper-focused on your environment, but I'm saying you're so detached from your reality that you have to make little efforts, and those little efforts you'll see something from it moving forward. Was it your group that I was talking about the helicopter? Because right now in the moment you can't see the things you plant, but some time will pass and you'll see it grow, and then you'll have more of a outside perspective. Okay. Pile 2. What does pile 2 need? Both? I'll take them both. Okay. We have Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. And we also have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. And I'm going to get one more card. You see how this card is right here? I think I want it. Okay. We have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, which makes me think of what I said, like your family or your environment has this pattern, has this formula that you just are blindly following, and it's time for you to be like, whoa, where am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I trying to be? That goes back to the fears and desires. Where am I trying to go? What am I scared of? What's keeping me stuck? Like, just not judge yourself for it, but just make a list of what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, and what's holding you back from that. I have done this myself. It actually does help. Follow the voice of your soul gives me the energy of this is your soul, your life, your presentation, right? And it's not what other people want from you or what other people want you to do. It's what do you want to do? Have you ever asked yourself that? What do I want? What do I desire? What am I trying to accomplish? Then also with Elder and this card right here, you see how they both kind of have like body tattoos, like this imagery here. And with move beyond ancestral patterns, it makes me think like the pattern was like these tattoos passed down, but it makes me think of like wounds or like trauma that's been passed down, so it's kind of engraved in the skin. Granted, this is more like paint and less of a tattoo, but you get the gist. And with this that we're now calling trauma, getting all the way into the head, into the mental, right? This is making me think like how in the past people say like emotional trauma didn't exist, or like certain things we have words for in this day and age didn't exist back then. And it's kind of like these problems still existed even if there wasn't a word for it. So I feel like you have felt like something was off or something was disconnected. There was just thunder. I don't know if you heard it. Even if you couldn't put it in words, even if you didn't know what it meant or how to describe it, you kind of knew that I didn't sign up for this. This wasn't the life I would have chose. But maybe you're so far into a direction where you're not used to choosing for yourself that you just, you're like, I remember grade school and next thing I know, I'm 37. I don't know how that happened, but now you're going to recognize, because now you know what you need. You need to let go, to make room, to bring in your consciousness. Pile 2. It says, you need to take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2, move on. When you take a shot, it's liquid courage, right? So it's basically telling you not only to take a shot, as in to take your shot, to shoot your shot, to try, but also like do something for a little boost of courage. Put on a nice outfit, do your hair up. Tell yourself you're going to go to this location. This is going to be the first time I stand up for myself is going to be at this restaurant or something like that. This is scary. your fears and desires are literally on the table. So of course you're going to need like a boost of confidence. So do the thing that will trigger you, not for the worst, not for not trigger you in a bad way, but trigger you for the better, trigger you to take action. All right. I feel like my goal was to keep this under 10 minutes, and I feel like I'm pushing past that. So we are going to talk faster and hurry up. I think I only got one card left. Okay. So pile two. What does pile two need? What does pile two need? Pile two. Sunrise, which makes me think of tequila sunrise, which is a drink. Okay, take a shot. But we have new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Okay, a fresh start. Letting go to make room for the new you. All right, so this is what you need, and I hope you give it to yourself. I have all the faith and luck that you'll figure it out. Until next time, bye. Hello, darling. Pile one. All right, we're tapping into what do you need. Let's get into it. First of all, I feel like you need to get out the dark, because I was sitting in the natural sunlight and it just seemed too dim for me. I had to turn the light on. And this was the first group I turned the light on for. So I just feel like, stop sitting in the dark. Stop wallowing in your sadness. You need to get into some better energy. But let's tap in and see what comes out. So for pile, okay. For pile one, what does pile one need? Oh, some sweetness, exactly. Because if you're sad, you need some sweet. If you're wallowing in the darkness, you need something uplifting. If you only been eating healthy foods and boring and bland, you need just a little sweet treat, some sweet guy, all right? Some watermelon or something. Because watermelon's healthy but sweet, All right. What does... Maybe this is like some love, some attention, some flirtation. Like, I don't know. Let's see. What does pile one need? Because I wasn't feeling like this for the other piles. I was just cool, calm, and collected. I was chilling. But I turned the light on and I'm feeling re-energized, and I feel like that's you. Y'all coming out the darkness and you're just like, I haven't felt the warmth of my skin in so long. Like, this feels so good. Or it could even be flirting, like, I haven't felt beautiful by another person, or I haven't flirted, or I haven't felt giddy or special, or something. And it's like, let me not look at you with that creepy ass face, but pile one. Oh, we have they'll be back. All right, it says expect to hear from them soon. Maybe you already had a boo. Maybe you're so busy in your depression, in your darkness, in your solitary confinement, that you was like, excuse me, boo, I got better things to do. I got other things I need to focus and work on. And they're going to come back, and they're going to circle back, and they're going to come back around. Also, what they'll be back is making me think of you. Like, your bad bitch is hidden inside. Maybe there's like a version of you that you only let out in the summertime, or only let out when you're traveling, or when you're away from your family, or something, and it's kind of like, you'll be back. You're coming back to yourself. My doorbell just went off. Do I want this? Do I want it? I do want it. No one else got 2 cards of these, but y'all will. We have pets, all right? It says getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Yeah. Something about, again, with that sweetness, some love, some attention, something to get you out of your own way. I'm feeling, again, solitary, lonely. And if you don't want someone like breathing in your face trying to spit game, you got a pet that loves you. What do you need? You need something to come home to. You come home to an empty house. See, when we split the deck, we had love and let yourself be loved. You're missing this energy of love. You want to come home to something that's not an empty kitchen. Like, there goes my doorbell again. And nobody knocks on my door. So why? That could be even you to some degree. You've been alone for so long that you're like, why are people texting me? Why are people calling me? Why are people knocking on my door? Like, ew. But secretly, you know, you do want maybe friendship or a loving connection. You just don't want to have to do the work to prune out the corny people from the good people. Understandable. Pile 1. What does pile 1 need? What does pile 1 need? Maybe some food. All right, I just got hungry. Again, go out to dinner, have a nice meal, just something to shake up the usual dreariness of it all. What does pile 1 need? Too many cards. What does... Okay, we have great teacher. Learn from spiritual experience. Am I going to have to go downstairs? Like, leave me alone. What does... Okay, yeah. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. You think you know everything? That's why you're in your house. That's why you're away from everybody. You're like, I'm the smartest friend I know. I'm the coolest person I know. Nobody can tell me anything. I read the self-help books. I self-therapize. Nobody can tell me because I already know. You know who could tell you? Spirit could tell you. Because Spirit knows things that you don't know, all right? And if you go outside, I mean, if you're staying away from outside, if you're staying away from other people, you are closing yourself off from the experience of it all. Like, sometimes lessons from Spirit, from the universe, are delivered through other people. Oh my God, this damn door. Give me a second. Okay, the notification was telling me of a tornado warning, and then I heard crazy amount of thunder. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. And you see that he's with the pet. Okay, some lessons we can't learn just alone by ourselves. And maybe your lesson is to be more sweet, be more loving, be more giving to something outside of yourself, like a pet. And I talked about the annoyance of not coming to my door. Why are you texting me? A pet don't talk. A pet don't do nothing but comfort you. Like, are you ready to have a new bill? Pile 1. What does pile 1 need? We have hermit, retreat, and recharge. This is your exact energy. Being a hermit, being on hermit mode, solitary confinement. Thank you for the fucking confirmation, all right? This is also Virgo energy coming through. And it's just like... Okay, because this is what you need, right? But this is the energy I was picking up that you were already in. And the thing about the hermit, it says retreat and recharge, which means you would have had to been depleted to some degree. If you're always in your house, where is your chance to recharge? You get me? Like, you have to go out and experience the people. I'm not saying be there all day. I'm not saying invite them to sleepovers. I'm not saying hang out with the same person who drives you crazy every week, going out for dinner and whatever. I'm not saying have a standing appointment for every Tuesday to hang out with your mom when afterwards you feel like shit hanging out with her. I'm not saying that. But with retreat and recharge, it's kind of like you have to... you can't retreat if you're already in the house. How are you retreating from yourself? You got to go out somewhere to retreat back to your house. You get me? You have to go do something that drains you to be able to recharge. So it's like you've been in this energy, yes, but now you can't stay in this energy. You still have to go out and do things to come back and center yourself. Pile 1. We have summer. Didn't I say that maybe there's a version of you that only comes out in summer? Okay, it says bask in joy and light. Again, we have this sweetness card. There's a lot of animals coming through. We have the bees, worker bees. All right, we have the dove. The dove is peace. So it's like you've been working hard and all you want to do is go home and, you know, channel your peace, which is completely understandable. But where's the joy? Where's the light? Where's the sweetness? I heard you can't avoid the sun just because you might get burned. Like, prepare. Get the sunblock. Get the big old hat. Get the things in order and get the things ready. You don't know it all. Which funny as Virgo came out because that's very much Virgo energy. You don't know it all. There's still things you need to learn. Things you need to know. Things you need to, you know, let grow. Things you need to discover about yourself. And that's not things you can do alone. Not anymore. All right. Pile 1. What does pile 1 need? What does pile 1 need? We have rebel or rebel because fuck it. All right. Get off your schedule. Get off your time clock. Go and do something different. Go to the store, buy a cat, and come back. Like, you know, we feeling brand new. And then last card. And I did mention that, right? With they'll be back. It doesn't have to just be like a romantic interest. It's you. Expect to hear from them soon. You, your, you know, summer version of yourself is gonna come back. I feel like I could even see you looking at pictures and you're like, oh wow, in my blonde era, in my dread era, like it was a whole, I remember that era. I remember when I was feeling joy and light and this and what changed, you know? Figure it out. Figure it out. All right, pile 1. What does pile 1 need? What does pile 1 need? Glasses for some of you, I heard. And you know this. And you know this. Oh! We have August, which makes me think of this right here. Which says your dreams will come true in August. Maybe you're getting a pet in August, right? I do have one other card that I pulled for nobody else, but I will pull for you guys. It's a timing card, okay? I mean, what other confirmation you need? You have summer, you got August, that's next month, depending when you're watching this. But still, when is pile 1 getting a pet? When is pile 1 getting a pet? Ah! We have July. That's this fucking month. And you know why you're getting it done? Because you saw this reading and you was like, damn, bitch, I can't even front. I can't even fraud. You called me out. And I've been kind of thinking a pet could be cool. Well, this is that confirmation. Get that done. All right. But this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, can you comment down below and let me know what you think about this angle and the camera and such. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 4. We're tapping into what you need. I just heard, lay your head down, lay your head down, Just so you know, no one else got some song, some channeled energy in that in a musical direction. 1. 2 is making me think of you've been a little like uptight or wound up and it's time for you to let loose and you just need like some freedom. Hold on. So I don't know if you can hear the rain, but it is pouring over here and it just started raining this heavy when I got to your pile. Which goes back to that energy of let it down. And now I hear, let the rain fall down and wake my dream. Let it wash away my sanity. Cause I wanna feel the thunder, I wanna scream. Let the rain fall down, I'm coming clean. Yeah, so with letting your hair fall down, it's not just going with the flow. It's not just easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. It's like, I'm here. I'm letting it all fall down. It's not a drizzle. It is a fucking tornado watch storm. At least that's the notification I got. You know, so let's tap in pile 4. What does pile 4 need? Surrender. Do I want another one? I do. I didn't pick 2 of these for anybody else but y'all. Feel special. All right. I did just see 3944 on the recording time. Maybe look that up. That could be a spirit number or something. I don't know. What was I tapping into? Oh, what do you need? Sorry. What does pile 4 need? ADHD. What does pile 4 need? I fucking knew it. Love. Surrender to the love. Surrender to the pleasures is what I heard. I feel like somebody's trying to love you, and that goes back to that let your hair down energy. You're so kind of like wound up or like fixated on a certain outcome or a certain thing, and it's just kind of like, if you don't let that man love you, all right, that's what I heard. I seen like a loud cousin who's like, bitch, if you don't let that man love you, all right, because I don't see no other man's out here doing whatever he done did, okay? And gender is an illusion. So, like, fit the storyline to how you need it to fit, all right? Pile 4. What does pile 4 need? What does... Okay. We have pregnancy. Someone is expecting, all right? Also, with some of you with surrender to love, you guys are kind of scared. You don't know how being a mother or being a parent would affect you, or maybe because you didn't have that best of a parent, you don't think you'll be that great of a parent, and it's kind of like surrender to the love. You are not your parents. Maybe you came into this world not in a loving connection, or, you know, with parents that were divorced, or with parents that didn't pay as much attention to you as you wish they would. Surrender to the love really gives me the energy of like, look at your environment, look at your partner, look at where you are and who you are. The love you would give to this baby, or, you know, as a mother, is something you shouldn't be scared to. With surrender to the love, it's like, don't try to let your fears get the best of you. Like, I'm the type of person who was like, I will never be pregnant. I don't want no kids. I think that's like the worst thing that could ever happen, all right? But I'm also the result of a teen pregnancy, right? So the thought of having a kid to me is complication, is struggle, is poverty, you know, is responsibilities I did not sign up for. And that could be a vibe you are feeling also, but it's also giving the impression where it's like, yeah, those are all my fears, but I'm presently in a good relationship with someone I know I could count on. I know they would be a great parent. And then it's, you know, a whole different vibe. But sorry to go too far on that tangent of pregnancy, because I know some of you are like, oh, I don't want that vibe at all. Let me pick a new pile. I get you. I would have been the same way. With surrender to the love, it's also and then it says someone is expecting. It's not just pregnancy. It's almost like, you surrendering to love, you making yourself more open-hearted, more vulnerable, is how you can expect a relationship to usher itself in. So if you are someone who is kind of focused on other things, and you think love is a prize you can get at the end once you decided to turn all your work in, you know, once you get out of that mindset and you surrender to the fact that love is all around, we always deserve love, and love isn't something we have to work towards. Love is something we should always have because we are love. It's a whole different aspect. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different way. Like, some people are under the impression that if they don't finish healing, they can't be in a relationship. But I'm someone who's done tons of healing, finally got in a relationship, and realized I still have healing to do. So it's not one or the other. It's just like choosing to grow in the direction with the things we want. Like, don't diminish your pleasures or your desires or your wants because you think you have to focus on the tangible or the rent or the work. Like, they both can grow together simultaneously. What does... And even you, for some of you with the pregnancy energy, it's kind of like the more you voice your fears to your partner, yes, but the more you grow through this pregnancy, the more your mindset will start to change as you allow the love, you know, instead of like, oh my God, this is a mistake. I didn't plan for you. I don't know what I believe in. I don't know my next move. And then you're growing and you're, you know, choosing to eat healthy and you're trying to help the baby grow. And you're like, wow, I'm actually committed to this. I'm actually, you know, wanting to see how this ends. Or not ends, because once you're a mom, you're never not a mom, but like wanting to see what could come out of this. What does the pile 4 need? We have shapeshifter, which automatically makes me think of pregnancy, okay? Because you're shifting your body. Your body's shifting, I mean. It says transform and unveil your gifts. yes, your gift to procreate, to be a mom, to bring a baby into this world, but it's also the gift of love. Like, I feel like you're a very loving person. And maybe you don't allow that love out too freely because you don't want to get hurt, or you don't know how things will end, or like what will come out of this connection. But that doesn't mean you can't allow yourself to have good things. What does Pile 4 need? We have Shaolin Master. It says, be graceful in movement and action. Do you hear that, Rain? Seriously? Because I feel like I'm shouting at the camera just so you don't hear it. Do I want them both? Yes. All right. We have Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge, which also came out for Pile 1. And we have Sun, enjoys success and happiness. So the Hermit energy is Virgo energy, by the way. Shapeshifter is also making me think of Scorpio energy. And the Sun is making me think of Leo energy, just to put it out there. If you do the math, one of those signs, Sun energy, okay, Leo energy is end of July, beginning of August. Scorpio energy is end of October, beginning of November. And Virgo energy is end of August, beginning of September. Some of those could be like y'all's due date or something like that. I don't know, just saying. But enjoy success and happiness. Success from your work or for your to-do list or for your accomplishments, but happiness too. Love, the things that fill you up, the things that make you motivated to want to do the other things, right? With Retreat and Recharge, it's making me think that if you are pregnant, it's okay not to tell people right now. It's okay. There's something about like miscarriage. Like, I don't think you're gonna miscarry. When I say miscarriage, it gives me the energy that you might have a history of miscarriages, or the way the stress is lined up, you might be so, that you could that you think you could miscarry. You're like, I'm just an anxious person, I'm just very stressed, or like, I'm autistic, I'm the type of person who can feel, I have heightened senses, like I can't feel a baby crawling in me, something like that. With being graceful in movement and action, it's kind of like, this is, for a lot of you, I feel like this is your first child. So with graceful movement and action, it's like you've never been here before, right? Retreat, recharge, be graceful, don't stress too much, don't do too much, but mostly surrender to this, right? Let people take care of you, let people rub your feet, let people come over and cook meals for you. Let people help you with this, because this, they say raising a kid takes a village or whatever, and there's people who want to love you, want to help you. And again, for people who are not pregnant and they're expecting something, you need love. And you almost expect love. And you're like, well, maybe if I had friends, I would have love. If I had a relationship, I would have love. If I had a working, if I was talking to my mom, I would feel an ounce of love. Like, you are expecting love from some direction, from somewhere. But you feel disconnected from it. And that's why you need to surrender to the love. Surrender to that vulnerability. Don't put it at arm's length. Don't be like, oh, I can only hang out with them with this day, so I don't deserve to hang out with them ever. Like, no, you can only hang out with this day, then only hang out on Tuesdays for dinner, but still allow yourself to be in the energy of happiness, right? Transform, unveil your gifts. You need to surrender to love. You deserve love. You shouldn't have to do anything to receive that love. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to prove you're the best. You don't have to sign all your clients or get a job. You can be unemployed. You can have no car, okay, and still have love in your life and still have good things going for you. Stop telling yourself it's one or the other. You can have both. You can be nervous and scared and still be excited and pulling yourself in the direction towards the things you want, all right? I have more cards. Why am I acting like I'm done? All right, Pile 4. If this is over 10 minutes, I apologize because my goal was 10 minutes, but I mean, sometimes our goals change for the better. What was I saying? Oh, Pile 4. What does Pile 4 need? Oh, okay. It says some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up, alright? Love is going to come into your life. You're expecting it. I just seen 50-50 on the recording time. Love is coming in. Love is the good shit. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Oh, I don't deserve it. Oh, maybe it won't last long. Oh, it's good. Enjoy it for as long as it's there. Don't worry about the expiration dates. Don't worry about what if this goes wrong. Don't worry about anything else. In these moments, enjoy the things that are happening to you. Let yourself be happy. And with the pregnancy, some good shit is about to happen. This makes me think of, this is not going to be another miscarriage. This is not going to be another solo project, right? You and your partner, you and your village, y'all are going to, like, there's going to be greatness that comes out of this. There's a lot of S's on the board. Okay, we have Sun, we have Shaolin Master, we have Shapeshifter. It's making me think maybe you're naming your kid something that starts with an S. I don't know. That's out there, okay? And then we want to pick this one. This is the last one, but technically I'm gonna pull one more card for y'all. I also just seen 51-51 on the recording time. Pile 4. What does Pile 4 need? What does Pile 4 need? We have Ego. It says triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay? If you think you can't do this, baby, if the anxiety is going crazy, okay? You are going to overcome this. You got this. And then we're going to pull advice because, like I said, I'm worried about you. Just when I said that, all these cards threw themselves on the floor. One on top was, I give myself permission to trust my intuition. And this is definitely giving intuition energy. It's kind of like, you already know. You already know. And then we also have this one on top. It says, I trust the wisdom of my body. Healing is my natural state. Okay. The wisdom of your body, where it's like, maybe you think you can't do this, but your body knows it can. Something of those sorts. Why does this not feel like the whole deck? Oh, you see? And then this is on top. It says it's okay to ask for help. Reaching out with an open heart makes me stronger. And I swear I said something about love, vulnerability, opening your heart. I could be wrong. It could be a different pile, but that's sounding familiar. Any other cards on the floor? No? Okay, so let's get one advice for realsies this time. Just one, please, for pile 4. What do they need? What do they need? Oh. Do we want this one? Yes. I choose to respond instead of react. It's not, oh my God, I'm pregnant. What am I going to do? It's, I'm going to respond, where it's like, okay, this is where we are. How do you feel about this? How do I feel about this? What are my end goals? And how does this prevent me or encourage me to reach said goals? If I don't have this now, how can I change that? And how can I get that? And who can I reach out to help me with that? All right? That's really the energy we're tapping into. But all good things. All right? Whether the love is internally growing inside of you or the love is being poured into you, you deserve all of the good things. Let yourself believe it and allow it to happen. This is what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, can you comment down below and let me know what you think about this camera angle and all this, you know? But anyways, until next time, bye.